Lore Master Jito here. I'm the Librarian of Azeroth, and I'm bringing you the lore straight from the books. Today we're reading Ogmot's Dream Journal, which has a lot of links with the Whispers of Il'gynoth. And since we love a good speculation on Old God Whispers, we're going to look at these connections and see if, 4 expansions later, any may still be relevant. The journal is dropped by Ogmot the Mad in the Twilight Outpost in Silithis. If there's no sword,
What sword?
you'll need to talk to Zadormi just outside of Valor's Rest to change to present day. Ogmot was just puny boy fighting at the war camp when the Masters first blessed me with the visions. I come to Silithis to the great wound seeking wonders. Make Ogmot your vessel, Masters. Last night, Ogmot dreams of great battle, 2 fleets bashing on ocean of blood. Shadows twisting beneath the ships, rising. Ogmot's so happy watching the carnage. Then Ogmot gets waked up by skittering sounds. Stupid bugs. Don't matter. Ogmot knows these dreams soon come true. Life comes back to this wasted land. First the bugs come, now the gobbies skulking around. They craving the world blood. Ogmot am sure of it. Bah, let them have these drippings. Soon Ogmot gonna drink rivers of blood. The Masters promise. Today, smoke rises up from the campfire. Smoke tells Ogmot good story. Ogmot sees Lady wrapped in dark swirlies. She leads herd of blind sheep. The sheepies follow her every place she go. Do everything she say. Never doubt Lady. She guide them over a tall cliff. Splat, splat, splat. Stupid sheepies. The crows get fat eating the sheep flesh. The lady laugh as crows eat. Ogmot laugh too. That blade has shiny eye. Always watching us. Why you no see it? 3 lies. The first one been told. Bound by that throne? No, free. Free! The next gonna come soon. Maybe they see this one. Other hammers here now. They talk and talk about Argus. About that one that got wakened. About great victory that our enemy not even notice. But only Ogmot sees the visions. Other hammers not blessed by the Masters. Ogmot share his dreams with the others. But the skinny one just laugh. Ogmot no like her. Many days pass with no visions. Did Ogmot make the Masters angry? Me gonna make sacrifice. Please the Masters. Remember Ogmot? The star watching Ogmot. Too shiny. Ogmot gonna hide from it. The dagger spoke true. It been too long since Ogmot got drowned. Masters, no forsake Ogmot. The bones get picked clean, but Ogmot still get no visions. The others laugh, say Ogmot not devoted. But me is the chosen one. Ogmot no lose faith. Another sacrifice? Yes, one more of them ain't gonna be missed. Roused by her screams, stirred by the whispers, a blessing comes from the Masters. Now Ogmot understand. A door, a path. Ours. Fool, the circle awakened us all. As he says in the opening paragraphs, Ogmot came to Silithis during the events of Legion after the Masters started showing him visions. And here we can assume that the Masters are old gods, obviously, specifically N'Zoth. He makes comments that link to the Whispers of Il'gynoth, drowning, lies, the circle. What you may not know is that Il'gynoth is actually a piece of N'Zoth. Xal'atath the Blade tells Shadow Priest this during the encounter.
It appears the prison of N'Zoth is not as strong as it once was. What you see is a tiny growth of the behemoth that may yet consume your world.
And after reading Ogmot's journal, we now know it was all foreshadowing for the expansion that followed Legion, Battle for Azeroth, which finally brought us N'Zoth to the front. But now that we're well into War Within, do you see these referencing anything new? We all know how much Blizzard likes to repurpose or bend Old God Whispers. This one I think is quite interesting. Ogmot sees Lady wrapped in dark swirlies. She leads herd of blind sheep. The sheepies follow her every place she go. Do everything she say. Never doubt Lady. She guide them over a tall cliff. Splat, splat, splat. Stupid sheepies. The crows get fat eating the sheep flesh. The lady laugh as crows eat. This is one of those whispers that can apply to multiple people at the same time. Looking back, we know Sylvanas betrays the Horde. the dark swirlies from her own banshee powers, or her enhanced abilities from the jailer. Queen Ashara was another popular theory, as she took a major role alongside N'Zoth in BFA, but really she's not a betrayer of her followers. She took N'Zoth's deal and tethered herself to the void to save her people. But now we can really look back at Xal'atath, who received her elven body from N'Zoth during the battle for Azeroth. Wrapped in dark swirlies, leading herds of sheep to their doom.
You promised nothing.
And now let's talk drowning. The dagger spoke true. It'd been too long since Ogmot got drowned. It seems like drowning yourself is a blanket term for the void, to all-encompass yourself into it. I think that's more what he's referring to here. We all know this line by heart now.
To find him, drown yourself in the circle of stars.
But I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Ogmot receives a vision of the quote-unquote circle of stars before his other visions. That being said, we know what the Circle of Stars is now. It's a physical place, literally the last wing in the Eternal Palace raid. It's the entrance to N'Zoth's prison where we fight Azshara, and she's finally able to set him free. And now let's talk some Boy King lies. 3 lies. The first one been told. Bound by that throne? No, free. Free! The next gonna come soon. Maybe they see this one. Another classic Il'gynoth line.
The Boy King serves at the Master's table. 3 lies will he offer you.
Just like most of the Whispers, there are many who fit the description, though it is generally agreed upon that Anduin is the Boy King. The Master's table is the Void, and during Battle for Azeroth, we got a little Anduin Void scene from 8.3 when the Ny'alotha raid launched, which went hand in hand with the book Shadows Rising. I remember reading something way back when about the author Madeline Rue being told by Blizzard to include a Void-related thing with Anduin. The video interview with Noble appears to be gone, but bless you, Flexiel, for confirming I am not imagining things. At the end of the novel, Anduin loses his temper, and a tendril of dark energy escapes from his hand, leading everyone around him to be shocked. We learn that the author was explicitly told by Blizzard that he should reach for dark energy during this scene. Although she has limited information and isn't sure what type of magic Anduin exactly wields, it was definitely deliberate on Blizzard's part and could be a setup for more things to come. In my opinion, since we've now seen Anduin's light return, this may have been a scrapped plot point, though we may yet see him walk a more midline between Light and Void in coming expansions. But I want to talk about the more interesting line here is, bound by their throne? No, free. Reddit users offer up the Lich King here, who goes free after the start of Shadowlands. Or the seat of the Pantheon, now with a vacant throne, though I'm less inclined to champion this one. And the third is the Horde's throne, which was abandoned by Sylvanas and is now completely gone by the time of War Within. In Ogmot's journal, though, the 3 lies line ties into the throne, so I'm not sure how Anduin would lie about any of those thrones, though at the moment, Anduin is not exactly bound to his throne, is he? When Ogmot receives his visions again at the close of his journal, he says, roused by her screams, stirred by the whispers, a door, a path, ours. Fool! The circle awakened us all.
The long circle is nearly complete.
This phrase was uttered by Il'gynoth at the start of the encounter. Like drowning, I believe circles is another Void favorite word for many things. Drown yourself in the circle of stars. The long circle is nearly complete. A circle often stands for completion, when something comes full circle. I'm inclined to believe here that Ogmot is referring to releasing N'Zoth from his prison and complete the plans of consuming our world. And now, let's talk about the star. The star watching Ogmot, too shiny. Ogmot gonna hide from it. This one doesn't have a tie to an Il'gynoth whisper, but I think it may have the biggest tell for an upcoming expansion. You see, the star he's likely talking about here is the huge red one that appears in the sky after the Legion's defeat. It is mainly understood that this was a leftover rift from dragging the whole planet of Argus through a portal, but is it something else? Something else like the sword that we were supposed to forget?
What sword?
In 2018, Russian YouTuber XDelate interviewed then creative director Alex Afrasiabi and technical director Patrick Dawson. XDelate asks about Sargeras. In the previous expansion, he has been jailed within the Throne of the Pantheon. Do you have plans to bring him back, or some other ideas, or is he dead for good? Patrick goes on to explain that Sargeras is in a state of imprisonment, but then Alex adds to it in what feels like a very left-field comment. In certain skies across Azeroth, you can see a constellation now after the Legion is defeated, and there is a red star. Make sure you keep looking at that red star. If it's ever gone, that's a problem. What? Now why would he bring up the star in relation to Sargeras? 2 years later, YouTuber Pyromancer released a video and essentially theorized that the red star is Sargeras. Slowing down the footage of his imprisonment, a red glare, nearly identical to the star, appears on his chest. His theory is that we are seeing Sargeras' soul. Now, I imagine if Sargeras comes back, the star would get bigger? Not go out completely. But if Sargeras dies, well, the star would logically vanish. Would it be catastrophic if Sargeras dies? I don't know, but what if the star is his imprisonment? So if it went away, it would be more like Sargeras' escape prison. That's also kind of a stretch because Illidan is on the watch. What we do know is that in The Last Titan, we are going to see Illidan again and finally deal with the sword.
What sword?
We also know that Afrasiabi is no longer with Blizzard, so that could be another loose end lost to the ever-evolving story. Let me know if my research and hunches have spurred any ideas or anything I may have missed. The Whispers of Old Gods are a long-running fan favorite since the puzzle box of Yogg-Saron way back in Cataclysm. The Void speaks in 1,000 truths, and that's the fun in connecting the dots. Are these Whispers of Il'gynoth just outdated canon fodder, or are they still relevant? Let me know your thoughts in the lore we uncovered today in the comments below. If you're craving more lore, here's a few recommendations from the collection to browse. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to activate your library card and check out more books with me, the Librarian of Azeroth. Thanks for watching.